Hey, looking good,
Hey.
buddy. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate this. I like the little Halloween back there. This is very. That's very. See, come on, you're a good man. I want to get into so many things, but first, the final presidential debate was tonight, and we shot this interview earlier today before the debate. But you've been live tweeting every debate so far. It is fantastic. It is. Is it therapeutic for you in a way?
It's weird. Yes, it's very therapeutic in that I tweet stuff out about what I'm seeing to make a joke about it, but then I'm realizing, and if you watch as the night goes on, my tweets turn into, did he just like that's insane what he just said? And then I'm looking at the replies, and everyone on Twitter is going, yeah, that was not. It's not you. You're not hallucinating. He said that. It's okay. We're all like we now need Twitter for reassurance as to what reality is.
In this debate tonight, they're introducing muted mics, the mute button.
I mean, there's a mute button at a debate. That's where we are.
What is going on? What would you do if? What measures would you put in place to make sure the American people got the debate that they deserve?
I would have little flamethrowers facing up from the podium that they could see. There's no surprise here. And the first infraction, we just light the pilot light. You see the little pilot light come on. Second one, quick little burst. And then third one, we just go full Sigourney Weaver and Alien, just blast everything.
Little burst. One of the things we always end up talking about is music on our show. But you said that you're impressed with Biden's music choices when compared to Trump's.
I mean, not just Biden's music choices, but Biden's music access. Did you see the ad for the Blind Pig where in the same ad,
Yes.
Iggy Pop, the Breeders, the Pixies, and the
Beastie
Beastie
Boys.
Boys in the same ad. Now, Trump at best has Lee Greenwood, maybe some Kid Rock, and then that free music that you hear podcasts use all the time, like the standard rock thing, or whatever it is I have to pay for. And then whenever he uses any good song, the artist immediately puts it, I don't want my stuff there, I don't want to be associated. So when you watch the Blind Pig ad, for you and me, for Gen X, that was a bunker buster. Having all those bands in the same ad, we're like, well, you own Gen X now, you have us.
I couldn't believe that.
But also, you got to know that if someone our age who's a Trump supporter is watching that ad, they're like, everyone that I ever loved through the 80s and 90s thinks I'm an idiot right now.
Yeah, like Neil Young is like, stop, just don't even try.
No,
Stop trying.
exactly.
I want to talk to you about what you're doing for your new special. First of all, congrats. Your Netflix special, I Love Everything, was nominated for an Emmy. Congrats on that. I haven't had a chance to congratulate and say that was awesome. But you were in great company. Mulaney, Hannah Gatsby, Seth
Meyers, and Dave Chappelle.
Oh, Chappelle. Yeah, of course.
Who I happily lost to.
You and Chappelle, though, is this a story I heard? Is this true? Did you and Dave Chappelle start on the exact same night?
Yeah, I remember it as the exact same night. He said it was the same week. We both came out of Washington, D.C. It was July 18th, 1988, Garvin's Comedy Club, Tuesday night. He was 14 years old. I was 19. He went up.
14.
He took the stage like he had been doing it for 30 years. It was the most natural. This person's going to be a gigantic star. He absolutely killed. And then he told me later on, because I said I was hanging out with him recently at all places at Eddie Murphy's house. We were hanging out at Eddie. It was the weirdest. That's a whole other story. But
I can't wait. Say that one for me.
But we were talking about that. He goes, yeah, but what you forget is I had that great first night, and then I couldn't get a laugh for like a year later, which has happened to a lot of comedians. David Cross and Brian Regan both talk about how the first time they went on stage, they annihilated, and then they could not figure out how to make that happen again for like a year, and that really messes with you.
It really does. You wait, what did I do? What was the secret of that night? Was I just in a better mood, or that's so interesting?
But luckily, on my first night, I didn't have the disadvantages that Dave Chappelle had. I completely ate it, had nowhere to go but up.
You set the bar low.
Yeah, not only did I eat it, I had that thing, I'm sure you've had this happen too, where I got the one laugh I got was from another comedian, but he gave me that kind of polite, I see how you were trying to get. I appreciate that you were trying to get to a joke. You didn't get to a joke, but I will acknowledge the effort. You've heard that before, haven't you?
Oh,
That
it's my
little-
favorite. The left side of the room at the Improv, that's where all the comics would be. And if you do a thing, you'd hear someone go like, ah.
Oh, that's the whole, like,
That's
I
exactly
acknowledge
right.
your effort, but you failed.
But you're doing actually a live virtual special tomorrow.
I'm going to be doing an actual sitting down. I tried to work out a way to, like, walk around with a mic, but I haven't worked it. This is going to be me sitting and talking intimately.
Yep.
And I was very nervous about doing this because I'm just addicted to, I go on a stage. But now I've been starting to watch online shows. I watch Brian Posehn's special. I watch Maria Bamford's special. And there's a regular show called Keep Your Distance.
Oh,
That
really?
does an online show. And they're really, really good. And also Mike Birbiglia has been working out ways to do this. So
I've seen
again,
some of the Birbiglia things, yeah.
you know, this comedy always mutates and changes its form, and that right now, this is how it has to be. And I really love doing comedy, so I don't want to not do it. So you're going to get to tune in and see the terror of me trying to do this in a way I've never done it before, which I hope that in itself will be entertaining.
It's going to be great. I cannot wait to watch on Friday. Patton Oswalt, everybody. His new special, Patton Oswalt, Arm's Length, is streaming live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. at onlocationlive.com. Thank you so much for being here, buddy, and best to the fam.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and